familiar with our story, it's safe to say that Beth and I found love in a hopeless place. The Stag and Hounds, Farnham Common. It was a cold winter's day, and Gibbo and I were walking back from a few drinks at the Emperor, which was our local at the time. We decided to swing into the Stag and Hounds for one more drink, and let me tell you, that was the best and luckiest decision I ever made. 18-year-old Beth was serving drinks, and I'm pretty sure my first words to Gibbo were, "I'm having that." It took a few more drinks to muster up the courage to speak to Beth, and I'm fairly certain my opening line was, "I'm bollocksed." To which Beth, in all her wisdom, replied, "Well, it is a pub."
As some of you may or may not know, Beth worked at the Stag and Hounds in Farnham Common, which was one of our local pubs we spent many drunken weekends. Without even noticing, myself and Jonny seemed to be visiting the pub more and more often. It wasn't until then that the penny dropped. Jonny fancied the barmaid. And many very drunken evenings at the local, Jonny plucked up the courage to officially ask Beth out.
We first became aware that Bethany had found herself a young man. Suddenly our dinner discussions were less about the girls and the nights out and more about a boy who had been visiting her at work. When she refused to tell us his name, we accidentally on purpose dropped into the pub where she worked. And sure enough, there was, standing at the bar, Jonny. Thank you, Lord. After being introduced and talking for a while, I turned to Natalie and I said, "Oh, thank the Lord, she's landed herself a decent bloke."
That evening, we were sat around our usual high table. Matt, the landlord, popped his head out of nowhere and said to Beth, "I hear you've been fevered." Beth, in the subtle manner we all know and love her for, put her hands on the table, stood up and replied, "No, he got Bethed."
Sometimes you just know you have a feeling, and I knew straight away that Beth was the one. I kept setting up tabs as I knew I would have to go back the next day just to see Beth. Although quite often I would go back to see her and Gibbo would just be there on his own. The day has finally arrived where I got to marry my first love, my best friend, my karaoke partner, and now my wife.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's marriage ceremony at Clevedon Hall. We're here today to witness the marriage of Bethany and Jonathan.
Welcome everyone to this amazing wedding, brilliantly organised by Beth, featuring me.
I was introduced to Bethany in Natalie's kitchen in Farnham Common. I met this very quiet, tiny, cute little brown-eyed girl with curly blonde hair. Yes, Beth is a natural blonde. But this bold, talkative and extremely inquisitive little girl blossomed into this very beautiful, clever and extremely loving young lady you see here today. Our bond is so very special. The day she asked me if I would be her dad, I felt the most pronounced sense of love that I'd not experienced before. She stole my heart for the millionth time that day, and today my heart is full of the same joy and pride. I cannot tell you, Bethany, how much I love you and how I value our relationship.
Show me the milk. And the problem is me. You finally got me. Oh my God. You're so stunning. Oh. You look stunning.
I wish you both much love and happiness in your new married life together. Bethany, I know you're going to be the most amazing wife and mother. After all, you've learned from the very best.
Oh no, he's crying. He's crying. Oh, look, don't tear up. Oh, tearing up.
I, Jonathan James Henry Fever,
I, Jonathan James Henry Fever,
take you, Bethany Ann Noble,
take you, Bethany Ann Noble,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife. Seeing you walk down the aisle today was the proudest moment of my life and one I will cherish forever. I think everyone will agree that you looked absolutely stunning, and I'm so incredibly lucky to call you my wife.
I, Bethany Ann Noble,
I, Bethany Ann Noble,
take you, Jonathan James Henry Fever,
take you, Jonathan James Henry Fever,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
Jonny was born as Jonathan James Henry Fever, although he liked to call himself Jonathan James Henry Fever.
Humble, honest and true. You're the type of man every father would want their daughter to marry. Successful, thoughtful, caring and loyal.
As Johnny's big brother, I'm really proud of everything that he's achieved in his life.
We have a family tradition in that Bethany and Aidan will come into our room, sit on the end of our bed and open their presents. He'll do to this day. Jonny also came rushing in to our bedroom to open his. Bethany was 20 and Jonny was 25. After they left our bedroom, I giggled and I looked at Natalie and I said, Bethany's going to marry this guy.
It's a privilege being there on your first meeting, and it's an absolute honour being stood here today, being one of the best men. And in the wise words of Shane from the Undateables, here's to the future.
I think you'll all agree that Jonny and Beth are a perfect match for one another, and it's been an absolute pleasure to see what they've achieved together so far. Ladies and gentlemen, to getting fevered.
If there was one thing that felt so natural with Beth, it was our undeniable ability to be our weird selves without any care in the world. It just flowed, it was so easy, it was so right, it was love. To the love of my life, my incredible wife.
You are husband and wife. Congratulations. We're going to clap and cheer and you're going to seal it with a kiss.
To me, you are perfect. I love you deeply with every beat of my heart. You are the love of my life.
Dancing till we drop and the good times don't stop.